What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jalen, aka J Styles, whatever you want to call me. I'm doing a quick video on my review on course careers, which actually helped me break into tech. Now, I haven't gotten around to this video, but now, I'm gonna just circle back and do it, knock it out. I'm gonna just start off with how I discovered course careers, and then I'll get into like my actual experience with course careers. How I actually discovered it was like most people. I was actually, when I first got to California, I'm from Michigan originally. I moved out to California, just, wanted to change in scenery and, just for the hell of it. Don't regret it at all, but that's another topic. Got out here, and I never really had a real skill or education. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't really experienced in too many career fields. I've had some background that maybe I could have continued to pursue, but nothing that really I want to continue to pursue because I just wasn't interested. So got out here. The first job that I had when I got out to California, I was doing valet. I just wanted to do something quick, and this is like after the pandemic, so a lot of jobs already just weren't really looking to hire or take on too many people because they're like probably still down or just opening back up. So I did valet back in Michigan, so I had a history of doing it already, so I knew I could just exaggerate it more so or less to help me get a job a lot sooner, so I can get started on like saving for rent and paying rent and finding an apartment, all those things, and continue to pay bills. So I was doing valet, hated it, I hated it. I was actually working at Erewhon. It was okay, right? But I knew I wasn't being fulfilled, so I wanted to do something else. I had like a 6-month plan, but I think I made it up to like 5 months. I had to leave at around the 5th month because some things just got weird at the end, and I was like, I can't do it anymore, so left that. And yeah, I didn't really have a plan. I knew a friend who was working at Uber who could help me become a driver at Uber. Which I didn't necessarily need the help, but they just said, hey, I can get you in a lot sooner. There's a lot of people actually driving Uber out here in LA, and it's just one of those things I can help you get your foot in the door. So I was doing Uber, and I did Uber for like another 6 months. But during that time, I was always thinking of my next move, like trying to process what am I gonna do. I'm a photographer and I do videos as well. But I'm like, I need money now. You know what I mean? Like when you come to a new city and you starting over, people don't know you. So you kind of just gotta like network. But I wasn't really networking like that. I was in like straight survival mode, right? So I wasn't really too big on like, let me get out here and have fun networking. Like I'm like, I gotta eat, so whatever. So I'm on YouTube while I'm doing DoorDash and Uber. And the first time that I ever heard something about tech sales, again, I forgot how that even popped up into my recommendations on YouTube, but some guy called Black Heights, not sure if y'all familiar with him or not. He actually interviewed Troy, the former owner of Course Careers, and I heard him talking about it. I'm like, okay, sounds interesting. I heard that I kind of got it like mixed up. I thought they were like saying that Course Careers will pay you if you take their classes, while you're studying. I'm like, okay, I could do that, like $15 an hour or something like that. And I'm like, okay, maybe I can do that. And then I continued to do more research on it, and then I discovered Cyrus at Tech is the New Black, like a lot of us have, who has, really educated us on the tech space, especially if you're African American or a person of color or not, right? Because you don't even think like, oh yeah, I can go into tech. You think like A-type person, blue collared, white, you know what I mean? Like nobody who looks like you with an accent, with like whatever, with no education on top of that. So I just like go down the rabbit hole of looking at Cyrus's videos, and that continued on into more research on other people's videos. And yeah, so I decided to take the course. I was a little nervous because I'm like, okay, they want like $500, which is like kind of up there, you know what I mean? Like I'm taking a chance on, you know, myself, these people. I never even heard. I don't know. Nobody I know knows about this. I don't know if it's legit or not. I actually wasn't going to do it because I actually was getting some advice from a friend of mine who is kind of like up there as far as the financial, you know, table. Like they're well off. They're pretty good. And I met this person out here in LA, but they were telling me like, you know, like scam. And I'm like, okay, he might know something, but he don't really know too much. So I was just like, okay, you know, like taking his word with a grain of salt. Like, okay, you know, he has his opinion. He says that he's heard of things like this. I showed him the website, but long story short, you know, I didn't let his opinion affect my overall what I was going to do about it next. So, you know, just taking that with a grain of salt. And yeah, I pulled the trigger, man, paid the $500. Now it did take me a little bit longer because I was still doing DoorDash. I'm like, okay, they say the self-paced. They say on average it takes a person about 3 months, which it did take me about. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm gonna do this while I'm DoorDashing. I'm gonna DoorDash full time, come back home, study, do the work, whatever I gotta do. And yeah, it took me about 2.5, 3 months. The course itself was pretty cool. It was okay. You know, it was good because it was an introduction to tech. It was an introduction to tech sales. I had no idea about it, but you know, it wasn't anything hard. It wasn't like you need to know math equations, which I'm not the best at. You need to know like your history. Like they just school you on like the terminology of course careers if you're not familiar already. They just let you know like, okay, the job of an SDR, which is what you're training to be, SDR or BDR. You can use them interchangeably. So I'm like, okay, so basically I'm just going to be like cold calling, cold prospecting, cold emailing people all day, trying to sell them my company's product. Doesn't sound hard, you know. I know I can communicate with people, you know what I mean? So I can give it a shot. So I'm doing the course, and yeah, I'm getting towards the end of the course, and I'm like, man, I'm just ready to just like start a new career because my car is taking a hit. You know, I live downtown LA. I'm getting parking tickets. Some, you know, random homeless people are just like randomly pulling things off of my car that doesn't make sense. Like I didn't even know that was there, you know, like, and I just noticed like that's gone, really. So I'm just like, okay, I need to hurry up and finish this up because my car can't take it anymore. I can't take it. So getting towards the end, and I'm taking the final, and I failed. I failed the final the first time, you know, and I'm like, you know, damn, like I'm a failure. I'm gonna be doing DoorDash forever. I'm gonna be doing Uber. Like this is it, you know. This is it. This is what it was, you know. But no, I mean, so after I failed out, I knew I could take it a second time. I kind of wasn't even banking on passing it the first time because I was like, let me at least know what this is about. I'm kind of counting on like getting the information, you know, first before I even like really dive in and really like try to pass it, right? Whatever the case may be. But mind you, before I even took the test, I was applying to jobs still because I knew it was going to take a while for me to actually land something. So I'm still applying to jobs like on LinkedIn, this website called Lensa, L-E-N-S-A, if y'all are not familiar with that. I'm pretty sure that's how I got the job that I'm at now. I think so because I think I remember seeing them. But I'm gonna get to that later in the video. It was a few other tech sites, you know. I can't think off the top of my head right now, but Indeed, which is, I would not recommend Indeed for what you're going in as an SDR or account exec. I wouldn't personally recommend it. You know, it's not really a tech space for that. So yeah, still applying to jobs before I even get to the final. You know, like I said, I knew it was gonna take a while, and I'm just like, let me just throw these applications out there and see. Mind you, I did set my resume up to look like I kind of already finished the course. And to be honest with y'all, I'm giving y'all a few gems right now, like, because, you know, they're not gonna tell you all of this. I kind of like made my resume look like I had history in, not necessarily tech, but similar history in fields where I could use my skill sets to work for me in these tech positions, if you get what I mean. I'm not gonna go too deep into that, but you know, just direct message me and, you know, I'll like help you out with that. You know, I'm not gonna go too deep into that. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off doing that. But so yeah, do that. Going through the jobs. Long story short, I took the final again after I failed it. I took it like a week or so, and I passed it that time, and I'm still applying to jobs. And then I actually got interviewed right before I passed my final with Atmosphere, with the current job that I'm at. I got interviewed with them. I'm like, okay, it sounds like a solid company. So they were definitely in like my top options of where I wanted to work. Got the first interview out the way. The second interview was cool. And then, yeah, I was waiting on to hear something back. Probably a week went by. I heard something back. They extended me a verbal offer, but I was still applying because verbal offers are cool. They're cool, but they don't really hold any weight until you get that written offer. So I'm still like, okay, I mean, we're making moves, you know, but I wasn't too excited yet. But a few days after that, they sent me a offer letter to my email so I could sign off on it, and that was it. But I was still applying even after that because it's the game. Like, you know, they kind of do the same thing. These jobs, they, you know, look what Kanye did. You know, he got himself out of so many deals, you know, because out of so many contracts because whatever reasons that he did, but because he knows that if it was up to him, he can't leave. But if it's up to them, they can drop you like that. Same thing, you know what I mean? So be smart when y'all are applying to these jobs. That's just my quick breakdown on course careers, I would say, or how I discovered it. But the overall course careers program itself, I would recommend you to take it. It's good to like educate yourself and know what's going on, you know, and what you're getting yourself into. I don't regret not taking it. I would do it again, you know. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna say that every job requires you to take course careers in tech. You know, if you can kind of like make your resume look good enough for this job to take an interview with you, do that. You know what I mean? But I liked my journey. This video is kind of long. Next video I'll talk about like how I got from like graduating from course careers straight to an account executive. So next video, because this video is long. Alright y'all, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, get this out there, you know, let people know like how course careers can help them out in their journey. I'm out.